Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here. Welcome back to another Cardano video. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification bell so you never miss any of these updates. What I'm going to do here is take a quick look back at the charts, what has happened over the weekend and where I am looking to this week on both the Bitcoin chart, which are looking at they're at some critical levels right now, and also the ADA charts, which right now ADA does not care what Bitcoin is doing, hitting some huge levels over the weekend, and we'll talk about all of that in the video. If you'd like to see this every Monday, please do give this video a like and let me know in the comments down below. Also, just before I get into the charts, I did post the latest updates on the stake pools. So I do run stake pools for anyone who doesn't know, and delegating to them does support the channel. In summary, producing blocks in both pools every epoch and producing rewards. Pool 1 has been on a really great run with above average rewards in the last few epochs. Pool 2, under the ticker Paul, had a great run. The last 3 epochs were a bit below average, and the current epoch is way above average in return. So in general, they both should hit that 5 to 5.5% over the year. Now let's jump. I will put links to them below as well. Let's jump into the charts. So what we're looking at here on Bitcoin, actually before I get into this chart, I will just mention something that you may hear going on right now, and that is the CME Gap. So the CME Gap is what happens when the futures markets close on a Friday and where they open up on a Sunday. So obviously the Bitcoin markets never fully shut, but the CME does close. So if we take a look at this here, you can see when they closed on Friday, they were at $49,000. And when they opened up last night for us in Ireland, it was around $46,500. And right at that point, the markets were dumping down, again, due to Elon Musk tweets. We'll talk about that in a second. We did find a bottom at $42,000, and we are bouncing right now. So generally these things do fill. So when there is a gap created in the market like this, I think it's 95% or maybe even more of the time these gaps do fill. Now you will notice that there is another gap up here that didn't fill at this point here. So between when it closed at 61.5 and reopened then at 57, this gap hasn't filled either. It did come part of the way up here, but didn't quite get up to the high. So again, let's flick over to the main charts to talk about the levels. So what you see here is when I done the video on Friday, I was talking about hopefully holding it around the 50k level over the weekend, and then I didn't want it to pump up or I didn't want it to fall at the weekend because I didn't want to create any of them gaps. But we did have our pullback, and then it was starting to recover up nicely. We're at 49.5, 49,700. Then Elon Musk replied to another tweet, and it was something negative about Bitcoin, and the market started to tumble. There was speculation Tesla had sold their Bitcoin. But then at this point down around here at the bottom, then he tweeted out to say, just to clarify, Tesla has not sold any of their Bitcoin because of all the rumors that were going around. He clarified it, and then we got a nice bounce in the market. But these again are the two levels I had been talking about as well on the Bitcoin chart as being critical levels for me. This is the $46,000 level and the $43,000 level. So we did bounce down, and I suppose we wicked below the 43 down to 42. For me, we really do need to hold the 43k level this week and reclaiming 46k as quick as possible. And the reason I say that is if I scroll out here onto the daily chart, you can see all the way back here at the beginning of February, when we moved up towards the middle to end of February and set the all-time high at the time of $58,000, we then had our pullback of 26%, and that brought us down to $43,000. And since then, we have held that level very solid. Moving on up to set an all-time high, pullback, pushing up again for the all-time high. Then we had a pullback, 27.5%, started to move up nicely in the markets up towards 60k again. Then Elon Musk started to get a bit more active with his tweets and has started to pull us all the way down to this $43,000 level. So this is the level that I feel we really do need to hold this week, establish above 46k and then push for 50. I would not like to see us close this week below 43, as that would turn a lot of people bearish. I will give updates over the week as well, but let's move on to ADA right now, because for anyone holding just ADA, then it has been an incredible few days and especially weekend. So again, we were below this $1.97 mark on Friday when I was doing the video. And what happened was we got a huge move to the upside, hitting a high of 247 on this particular chart before getting our pullback. And again, even when Elon Musk was tweeting, we did pull back a bit, but held $2. So we held the $2.01 mark extremely strong. So on the lower side, that is what I will be looking to hold up right now. You can see a few times we came down, bounced up. Again, when we fell back, that was the level we held and bounced up. And right now we are at around $2.18. So any pullbacks, this is the level that I would hope to see extremely strong pressure. And right now the markets are they're not going on complete fundamentals. So obviously if I scroll out here, you can see, let's go to the daily. You can see that over here on I have a pencil in for the 1st of August. Again, that's a rough date. We haven't got an exact date yet of when we will get smart contracts on the mainnet for Cardano. So after my video on Friday, there was one that came out from Tim that talked about when we will have the public testnet. So there has been a private testnet running, and the public testnet will be available by the end of May. So again, that would have spiked some of this, giving people reassurances that it is coming and things are going really well. So that really did give us a push to the upside. And I didn't expect us to be this high just yet. I thought that we would need to have the testnet out and see what's being produced on it before we get to these levels. But what is happening is people are looking around the market and they're seeing lots of other coins falling down, Bitcoin falling down. They're looking for a bit of a safe haven, and they see Cardano is finally getting to the stage where it has been building up to, and a lot of people are starting to FOMO into it. So when you start to get this FOMO and you start to get people, it's not fully based on fundamentals, and people are going to jump into this. A $2.50 ADA, $3 ADA, $3 is probably a fair push now. But them types of levels, they're not out of the question when you are dealing with this type of a market. The market is not just based on fundamentally what does a project have right now. They're looking at speculation, what could be the coin that is going to go on a really big run. And when you look around the market, ADA is definitely one of them right now. If we hold $2, which I do think we will, then we are in an extremely strong position. We've had some strong bounces here off that level, and I would expect us to move up in this market unless something crazy happens with Bitcoin that pulls everything down. But right now, when Bitcoin's been pulled down to these not below the critical levels, then I think ADA just really doesn't care what Bitcoin is doing right now. If you look at the ADABTC chart, again, flew up through the 4,200 sats level. Looking to the upside now, you are looking at a 6,800 sats level would be the next level I look at for the ADABTC chart, and that is based on levels from the 2017-2018 run. On the lower side, if we do get a pullback, say Bitcoin does re-establish itself and pushes for 50k, we may see this chart here pulling down. Again, anyone new, this is the price of ADA against Bitcoin. Then I would look to try and hold this 4,200 sats level and get a lot of support around here to push to the upside. In summary, things are looking very, very good for the ADA price right now. The fact that we did have pullbacks after blowing up to above $2.40 and holding $2 solid, that gives me a very good feeling about where ADA is going right now. I will have my exit strategy video out over the next day or two as well. A lot of people have been asking about that. If you are in insane profits on ADA, it is never a bad time to take something off the table. Yes, people will tell you we are definitely going to 10, 20, whatever levels you want. But if you feel that taking some profit off the table right now is good for you, then always look out for you and your family and what is best for them. Thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Lots more videos coming up this week, a few interviews as well, so make sure you hit that subscribe and notification bell, and if you haven't hit like, I really do appreciate it if you do that right now. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you soon.